So this is the Solar Hunter build you guys are looking for. This Solar Hunter build is going to give you unlimited melee, unlimited grenades, unlimited heals, unlimited weapon damage, insane weapon damage for your primary, for your special, for your heavy, and just all the resist you can ask for. I don't know if you guys are paying attention right now to the screen, but we are in one of the most aggressive missions in the legendary story mission, and I am solo. I am getting meleeed, I'm getting exploded, I'm getting shot at, I'm getting multiple targets shot at me, and just look at my health bar. Can you see the health bar? Do you see the health bar? It just does not want to go down. This is gonna make every mission easy for you. This is one of my favorite builds on the Hunter. I cannot put it down for the legendary story mission because it's just too easy. As of right now, I'm only using my primary over and over again, and I'm consistently just outliving everything. It is just an insane build. So we're gonna go ahead and break this down and show you guys how to do this step by step. So regarding the build, if you just want to copy the build straight by just the mods, there you go. You can go ahead and do that. But I like to explain stuff because you guys get to learn, and then you guys get to switch things around. These builds are not set in stone. They're not set like this forever. You can go ahead and change things around depending on what activity you're doing. So that's why I like to explain what I'm doing with these mods, so you can kind of have an idea, and then later on, you can have your own ideas and switch things around. But if you just want to copy, there you go ahead and copy one by one and have fun with the build. But I'm going to go ahead and explain what's happening with the build and how it goes down. So again, the first thing with this build we want to go ahead and talk about is the stats. The first thing you want to worry about in this game is resilience. I know they nerfed resilience. I'm still aiming for 100 resilience because it gives you damage reduction for everything from the game by 30%, plus the resilience mods that you get from your chest piece. So resilience number one. The second thing I decided to go for this character is discipline, because discipline is what's going to keep you alive with this character. That is your recovery grenade. I think there's another form of activating restoration, but my most important form of activating restoration for this character will be my discipline. So that's my healing grenade. And then finally, I left over mobility. My mobility is my least one, but it comes back through my abilities, and you'll see what I mean later on. Regarding the helmet, the helmet has a double solar siphon. This allows for my solar weapons to generate orbs, and the orbs are going to help me recharge my abilities. Heavy ammo, self-explanatory, to help me find heavy ammo. Moving down to the arms, we have double impact induction, and this allows you, so my melees reduces my grenade cooldowns. I'm going to have consistent unlimited melees, allowing me to have almost unlimited grenades, because as long as I have my melees, I'm going to throw them and it's going to give me my grenade energy. And since I have a little bit of low mobility, I have 80 mobility, since I'm going to have also a lot of melee abilities, I'm going to make these melee abilities give me back my class ability. So that's what we got going on in the arm section. Going down to the chest piece. The chest piece is the 6 COYOTE, I think that's how you say it, is going to give us a double dodge. The double dodge is going to allow us to have unlimited melees. The melees is going to give us our dodge, and our dodge is going to give us our melees. And the fact that we have those two unlimitedly, we also have it chaining our grenades as well. So everything is chaining each other with this combination. We also have this font of endurance, and it allows us to get damage reduction when we pick up an orb. I'm not exactly sure of the number or the percentage, but every time we pick up an orb or we have like armor charge, we're gonna have damage reduction from everything we receive in the game. So we're gonna be doing a lot of orbs. We're going to be picking up a lot of orbs. We're going to just continuously have a lot of damage reduction. These also change. They're not set in stone, but you can move these around depending on what you're doing. Going down to the boots, I have double solar surge. We're going to be using a lot of solar weapons. That's why I'm saying pay attention to the solar weapons. I'm going to explain more about that later. But since we're going to be using, like, 3, yes, you're hearing me correctly, 3 solar weapons, the primary, my secondary, and my heavy, they're all going to be solar. So I'm go ahead and buffing the damage of these solar weapons just by picking up an orb. We also have over here innervation. We also have here innervation, and then every time you pick up an orb, since like I said, we're going to consistently be making orbs all the time, we're just going to be regenerating our grenades as well, on top of the fact that we have 100 discipline. Finally, at the bottom, for the class item, we have utility Kickstarter, and every time we have an armor charge and we use our class ability, is going to give us our class ability. This might not be needed because I feel like we're overdoing it now a little bit with all the fact that we have 80 mobility and the fact that our melees are giving us back our class ability, and you know, anything that scorches is giving us back our class ability. So I feel like it's overdoing it, but if you feel like you need more class ability, there you go. And every time we use our class ability, we get back our grenades. That way we always have our emergency heals up, we have our restoration up, we have our grenades up, we have literally all our abilities consistently up at all times. For the actual subclass itself, these are the main abilities. We have Gambler's Dodge, we have Triple Jump, we have Knife Trick, and we have the Healing Grenade. Very important to have the Healing Grenade. Moving on to the aspects, we have On Your Mark, which helps really with your reload, so you don't have to get a lot of things that increases your reload. And the Knock 'em Down perk, which improves your super, and also while radiant, it gives you back your melee ability. So another way to get unlimited melee abilities. Moving on to the fragments. The first fragment we have is whenever we have Restoration active or Radiant active, which is our healing from our grenade or our damage increase from our melee, our solar weapons and our solar abilities will extend that. So that is why we're rocking a lot of solar weapons. So if we use our primary, we're going to extend our restoration. If we use our special, we're going to extend our restoration. If we use our heavy, we're going to extend our restoration. So all these three weapons are going to keep us alive, and not only keep us alive, but also extend the damage that they have currently going on. Really good. On top of that, they're going to be making orbs, so it's going to really chain everything is chaining right here if you really pay attention to it. The next one we got is powered melee attacks make you radiant. So this is going to give you even more damage to your weapons, so better for your solar weapons. So they're going to do more damage, more orbs, more rechargeability, on and on and on. Your class ability recharges faster when you scorch targets. We're going to be scorching targets with our melee, so it's going to be giving back our class ability. Radiant and restoration effects applied to you have increased duration. Self-explanatory. From all the stuff that we're activating is going to last even longer, so it's going to make us consistently stay alive at all times. And finally, this is just a bonus because they added it new. Defeating scorched targets grants melee ability, so we're going to consistently have our melee at all times. So if you have your melee at all times, you're going to have scorching targets at all times, giving you your class ability at all times, and just everything chaining, allowing you to have your grenade at all times. Finally, like I said, to explain the weapons, we have 3 solar weapons. The heavy can of course change, the special can of course change, and your primary can of course change, but what you want to pay attention to is that they're all 3 solar, including my primary. My primary has osmosis. Since we're going to be throwing our grenade consistently the whole entire time to heal us and keep our restoration active, it's going to turn this weapon into a solar weapon, allowing it to take all the benefits of the solar bonuses, like, you know, the solar surges, the radiant. Well, radiant is just an empowerment across the board, but it's just, you know, it's going to take advantage of the solar surges, which normally it wouldn't take advantage of. So now it's a solar weapon, is going to help you not only just do more damage because of solar surges, is also going to reactivate radiant, is going to reactivate restoration, and it has ambitious assassin. So the more you use this, you're going to have a huge mag. I've seen this magazine go up to 90 in the magazine with appended mag. Moving on to the secondary, again, this can change, but I also recommend a solar weapon, and this is, for example, when we can't really defeat any more enemies with our primary, the yellow bars start coming out, the orange bars start coming out, the people that are a little bit more tanky, this is where the solar special comes out. A very strong weapon, can take out the majors, and it also going to keep, you know, charging your restoration and radiant as well, and taking advantage of all the solar surges. And finally, since we're going to be consistently using these 2 weapons a lot through the build just to keep our activities, our abilities up and our healing up, this comes out later. You know, there's a champion, there's a big boss, there's somebody you want to get rid of. This is a beautiful weapon to use with this build, because also going to take advantage of the solar surges and all the radiant and all the stuff that we got going on, and also heal you. Like, it's just, this works so good. And again, you could change it, you can have another solar weapon, it doesn't have to be this one, but that is the solar build for the hunter. Hope you guys enjoy. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe for the new one. See you guys later. Peace.